you are encountered and whatever you have installed in your laptop is now in a different way. Now they are using UTF-8. So the character of each word, those characters, single character of each word is now in a different style. It is called UTF-8. And that's why UTF-8 is why UTF-8? UTF-8 is a very good output. That means whenever you're writing your character in a UTF-8, it will gives you exactly in a very fancy way, and that's why Latex now included himself UTF-8. So from that 1984 or 1980 to come 2025, Latex has modified himself and evolved in a different type of editor. And it's very good for mathematician, physicist, chemist, and some like zoology and botany, where they have a fancy type of writing, when they have a different type of character, when they want to, highlights their characters.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. Sir, I want to ask you whether you are sharing your screen or you are sharing a presentation, because we can only see the screen. Yeah, now the presentation is visible. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so Latex stands for Lamport Text, and it has been started in 1980. And markup language built on top of the Donald Knuth's text system in 1985, designed for high quality typesetting, especially for technical and scientific documents. Supports mathematical equation, algorithm, references, and index natively. So, can you tell me why I am writing here? Mathematical equation is okay, but why I am writing here algorithms? In yesterday lectures, have you encountered with the algorithms? That's why I go my screen, because you are not answering me. Please answer it. Those who have done his PhD, or those who have something like third year of the PhD, please answer it. You are at that platform where you are learning the Latex, so you must know. No. Priya is here. Priya Giri, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I have written a couple of algorithms in Latex.
So how you find that the Latex will help you in algorithm than the Word?
Actually, when I was writing in Word, then I was not finding the proper way that how can I provide the, since I am a computer science background student, so I was not finding a proper way that how can I provide the input and what should be the expected output. But LaTeX has provided me a proper template kind of thing to write the algorithm.
No. Your answer is maybe somehow convincing, but it's not like that. Even though I have written here mathematical equation, algorithm, references, index natively, but Word has performed very good in algorithm. So that's why I put more and more focus on the algorithm. Algorithm is much more better to write in a Word. So remember that one. Everything is not for Latex. Latex is a very you can say in a particular way or individual things. So algorithm, whenever you are using the algorithm, just use the Word and it will be very good. Uh, Even though I was in Tokyo University, and I was very surprised that many of the very good researchers, all they are using the Word. And since I was not very much indulged with the Word, so I just asked him and my professor, my sensei, sensei, why you are using Word? Why you are not using the Latex? I am used to write the everything in the Latex. And then he gives me a very good idea why he is using the Word itself. So I believe that Latex may be very helpful in thesis writing, but for a paper writing, and whenever you have a different type of something like uh, tables, algorithm, indexing, and so on, just use the Word. Word is miraculous for that one. But whenever you have a lots of mathematical equations, complex nature of those equations, and something you can say mathematical intractable type of equations, where you are writing thousands of the characters in a one equations, then you may use the latex, and you are free to use. So please don't compare by this lecture that word is lesser and latex is the higher. No, and no professor is going to tell you, because this is not going to happen in the life. So you are here, that's fine, no problem at all. You just learn the latex, that's fine as well. But you must remember that word is also the same thing. So you have a knowledge of both. So balance yourself, and writing whenever you are using such type of different type of things, just writing both ways, and model yourself in both ways, right? So I believe that this type of things has been already lectures, so I don't think it is good for you. But anyway, you understand why we are using PDF latex and so another latex and so on, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. These are all those things. We can use the bibliography. We can have the reusability with micro and templates. You do understand micro and templates, isn't it? Yeah. Yes.
Sir,
Yes or
template
no?
I
Tell
have,
me.
yeah, template I have listened, not about macros.
Macros means let me know that I have to write something in a theorem and proof. So what I will do, I will develop a micro, and I just give the command of that. I will include my macro and that file where I am going to write that paper, and using that only one single command, the micro will help me. That means the micro has a set of equations or set of codes, code in a simple way, so that it can generate whatever I wants to generate, right? So different type of macros are available. I will go through it once I have to put it this. And these are the advantage and these are the limitations. That means whatever you are writing, you are not seeing this one, isn't it? I mean, writing in a code and you are seeing in a different things, in equations itself. So that's why one of the cons of this latex is not what you see is what you get.
Yes,
And
agree.
yeah, and this is the steep learning curve. That means you have to remember some of the symbols, some of the coding. Like if you want to write down alpha, so in Word, what I will do, I will just choose seeing the alpha symbols, and I will click it, and the alpha is come out. But in a latex, you have to write down slash of ALPHA, right? And if I want to a bigger alpha, then what do I have to do? One and so on. So that's how the things has been. Okay, so any research paper overall format is. I hope that you all are acquainted with the research paper, isn't it? Otherwise, just open a research paper and just go through it. These are the marginal things: title page, abstract, introduction, some related works. That means the survey of existing work and gap identification, methodology, whatever the methods you are, and tools and so on, data as well, results and conclusions, conclusion and future work, and then in the end we are adding the references, right? This is the, I mean, typical classical monograph of the research paper. Everybody is acquainted with the research paper, right?
Yes, sir.
Except the undergraduate or postgraduate. I believe that you have gone through the research paper. Your supervisor has just given the first thing is the research paper, even without you are noticing that what is written here, isn't it? So research paper, yeah. So I mean, that is the scenario in India. So I'm not blaming anyone, and including myself as well. So anyway, so what type of the LaTeX packages for a research writing is essential? It depends on which type of research you are doing. Let me give you why I am saying this one. So graphics CX, I mean, it's written graphic X. It is for including images. Now you have a different type of image. You have a .eps, .png, .tif, something else, right? I mean, there are several type of the images you can use that one. So graphic CS is used for the images. Now, if I am doing in a research in a abstract algebra, why I am going to use the graphics X? Is this the appropriate for me to use the graphic X? No, I'm not going to use that one, right? Because I don't need the any type of image, so I'm not going to use that one. Similarly, if I am doing research in analysis, why I'm going to use that one? So as in a very beginning, I have already told you that Latex is a very individual thing. It's a passionate thing. If you are passionate about writing in a different way, you can just use the Latex. And you have to make Latex in such a way that it will become yours. It's not going to be on the on the internet, right? So graphic CS is only used whenever you need images to include that one. If I want some drawing things, something like arrow and a set of arrows and connections, what I will do, I don't need graphics to use that one. I will put the coding there itself in the Latex one, and that will give me by the coordinates and using the arrow, that will give me the image. So graphics is used to include the external images in the Latex paper. It's not going to generate images in the Latex. No. For that, you don't need graphics. Anyway, similarly, yesterday, I believe that you have all done that one. AMS Math, MS Symbol, fonts, and so on. MS Theorem as well. Multi-row book tabs. Book tabs means it's always giving you the formatting type of things where you have a different type of tables and you can use that one. X color means adding colors for a text. Red color, it will give me a text and links or highlights, highlight something and so on. Algorithm and LGP pseudocode, writing and format algorithm and pseudocode very clearly. Listings, that means displayed code with the syntax highlighting. So if I have the listing things and I want to highlight some of particular list, then I'm going to use the slash of listings. Hyper references, that means create and so on. And appendix, that means create an appendix section in below to the research papers. So these are the format for writing a research papers. The first one we had started with I'm giving the command to Latex that you start to document class 12 point. That means each character of this, each text or the font of this is 12 point. And I'm giving as article. That means I'm going to just write an article. You don't need to put something conference paper or something like different type of things like Beamer or so on. So it's just a writing thing. I'm not giving a command for A4. So it's not like A4 type of things. I may use the different type of things. It's just and then I'm going to use this title. That means I will have to include the full article type. So whatever the title I want, I just put it. Use package UTF-8. If you are not using the recent Latex or latest package, then you have to write this one. This is by input encoding. And as we had already discussed, factor standard type of things where Latex read, Latex output in that character. So if you are using if you are not using the recent one, use this package.